Hello everybody, my name is Squid. Today we're going to be talking about depression. Well, depression is actually not a kind of just health problem that is not very serious, but it is actually super serious. And today's talk we're going to be discovering about this dangerous health problem, its treatment, and how to help patients that got depression attached with them. First, you must know that depression right now is affecting to a lot of people. Currently, right now in the United States, about 10% of adults are facing and fighting depression every day. But another one major thing that you should be aware of is to notice the difference between feeling sad and depression. Everybody could probably have once feel sad in their life. Maybe it's because you got a bad grade, you got fired from your job, your you didn't get a birthday present that you wanted, or maybe just simply the sadness just pop out of the blue. Even a rainy day could give you a sad feeling. But then, probably for just about some minutes later, or the maximum is probably about one day, you could start to feel better. Also, sometimes, like maybe if there's any uh, a quantity of you that pass out, probably the sadness could come from 3 to 5 days, something like that. But depression is a total different thing. At least depression is not just something you can easily get rid of, but it's just like you could never control it to get out of your life. If you actually want it, you must go through a lot of treatments. So it's different than just usual feeling of sadness. And depression are in those moments when you just suffer sadness from all time. If you're people who constantly feeling guilty, if you sleep too much or too or not enough, if your taste for food is kind of different than usual, or if you start to think about suicide, if you always feel sad, or do you always feel like you can't work or can't study? Do you ever feel like you are not focusing enough? If you have at least five of them or four of them, then according to then actually you are having depression. And so the the dangerous thing of it is that depression may just seem to the patient that it's just a kind of temporary health problem and that it should pass out in a few days. But you must have patience on how to seek treatment. You must explain to them that they should at least have therapy, at least have treatment, and at least seek for help. But if the patient tells you that they're ashamed or they feel guilty because of being depressed, you must explain to them that depression is not just a usual and a common kind of feelings that a person could get that is temporary, but it is a health problem that could even get much more serious if you don't seek treatment right away. So explain to them, or even if you're talking openly to the person about suicide, then it could lower the percentage of them suiciding. So always tries to be with them, always try to help them, even if they choose to actually listen to you to go to therapy. then you shouldn't just leave them alone and think that your mission is done. You also must help them a lot because they are unable to work or concentrate themselves. Try to come up with a list of questions that they should ask the therapist, or finding therapists near your area is a really great way to help them. But you guys may be wondering, what is the best treatment? For me, the best treatment includes a lot. We have a lot of treatment, but a treatment that I think is very, very popular that maybe you guys maybe doesn't know, but is really effective, is called a Figlalin mushroom treatment. And so you must try to search out for it. But so, I hope this video really does help out for everybody to understand more about depression and how to help people around you. Thank you for listening and goodbye.